guys, welcome to the Hmongipino Podcast, bringing you love, culture, and having fun to your life. I'm Danga,
I'm Impact.
and welcome to our channel.
Welcome, everyone. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. We're trying to be 1K this year on all our platforms, so whatever you can do to support us, that would mean so much. Thank you so much. This episode is brought to you by Boundless Goodz, a new used good store online on eBay. Check them out. They have a lot of new merchandise and currently run a lot of sales right now, so check them out. And guess what, guys? You can purchase your Hmongipino merchandise now on Balance Good eBay store. Just go to ebay.com and search Hmongipino and get your merchandise.
And if you're looking for music, make sure to check out DJ Danga Dang on YouTube. I just put out a mix called Come Through and Chill, which is like newer R&B type feels. So check it out.
Yes. So, today, but before that, I would like to ask, how you doing, Bubba?
I'm good. So I was reflecting a little bit, and I feel like right now, I know we talk about it a lot, about being consistent, right? And consistency requires you to do the same thing over and over every day.
Yeah.
And I feel like we don't talk about the consistency part, where it can get kind of boring, right? You get lost in it, and
The burnout.
you do the same thing every day, and you're like trying to get the energy to keep going, keep doing it, keep your eyes on the prize type of thing. It kind of reminds me of when people go sober, right? They stop drinking alcohol, and then they've done it for a long time, but they don't talk about the journey, or like how hard it is to get to that point. So like talking about consistency, we don't talk about the journey. So I feel like today I'm in that point where it's a little bit hard, right? You have to reach deep down inside to keep pushing forward and not take your eyes off your goals. And yeah, I just wanted to talk about it because I feel like that.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I totally hear you on that. It's like almost like the burnout part of the process too, right?
Yeah.
It's like that moment of trying to find some sort of motivational inspiration to keep pushing,
Yeah.
or just stay motivated or inspired, or
Trying to.
but at the same time, like honestly, like find something to kind of at least reward you a little bit, so you kind of keep going, right?
I feel like today I had to like go back to why I started in the first place, right? Or just to remind myself what I'm pushing for.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
I hear you. I can
I
totally
know.
relate.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that just another another hurdle to get over, right?
So I hear you. It's just sometimes you just gotta tell yourself no, you know.
No or
No,
yes.
Like I'll say yes but no to like the stuff that you shouldn't be doing, right? Like like earlier we were gonna order a pizza.
Yeah.
And you say no. And it's like I was like, okay, no.
Yeah. Or
Which I shouldn't, because I'm training.
yeah. And even like it's hard when we're together too. Like sometimes like when we do stuff together, and then one person could be like, yeah, I'm still like in the honeymoon stage of like grinding, and then the other person is not there yet, and
Gotcha.
trying to find balance to motivate both of us to keep pushing. It's like the podcast, right? Like some days it might be like, I don't want to record today,
Yeah.
but trying to
But you got to do it.
yeah, the consistency part is trying to keep doing what you're doing, even when it's hard, or even when you don't want to do it. Maybe you have someone to help push you forward, or to remind you, or to like take the lead while you try to catch up, or it's just trying to find balance with you in that way. So lots of
I hear you.
yeah,
Mm.
that type of energy. How about
I hear
you?
you.
How are you, bub?
I'm currently training for a competition right now. That's gonna happen next weekend in Minnesota. So I'm excited for that, but at the same time, it's just meeting myself where I'm at right now, and also willing to just accept where I'm at and what I guess, conditions to like skill level I'm at the moment, and trying to see ways to grow from there compared to kind of overdoing it to not what I'm comfortable at the moment.
Yeah.
I think just trying to find moment to kind of appreciate and accept where I'm at right now as a dancer in the competition scene, because dance is totally different now in terms of, you know, competition and so on. So if anything, I'm okay. I'm just trying to listen to you just kind of made me think about where I'm at too, and I think that's where I'm at right now. We're just trying to understand and appreciate myself right now, and at the same time appreciate the journey too, and don't stress too much about what's not even here yet, which is the event and the battles and the moments. I just gotta just do what I gotta do, trust the process, and control what I can't control right now. But and that I think today was one of those moments where I was just having a hard time sessioning and training, and I was just kind of like, man, I'm just gonna accept where I'm at right now.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Because it's tough. I feel like I've been battling injuries and so on, and then that kind of led me to kind of like slightly falling out of love of it for a little bit, but sometimes still doing it. But I'm back. I feel good, 100%.
100%.
As a breaker, as a b-boy, I don't think we're never 100% because you're still trying to adjust to past injuries and so on. So I will say I'm at least 90. I don't feel like pain anywhere. My body feels good, and I'm just excited to represent and have fun. But I'm okay.
I'm proud of you. I think the hard thing is, like you said, just accepting where you are.
Yeah.
It's always easy to like compare yourself to others, right? Or stress yourself on where you think you should be. But I think, you'll be happy when you just appreciate where you're at and how far you've come. And
yeah, I had to kind of also just kind of let go of some move too, because there's some move right now I can't do it the way I used to. And there's some moves there's also movement now that I am doing that I enjoy more, so it's kind of like a balance of letting go, creating. It's like a straight up art, you know what I mean? Like you gotta just trash the old stuff sometimes, find inspiration from there, and just keep pushing forward, because I am honestly creating stuff that I am doing now in the moment that works for who I am today compared to how I was back then. So but I'm hyped. I'm just if anything, I just want to share that so whoever's listening could kind of like understand that, hey, you're not alone. Like sometimes you just gotta accept yourself at that moment and see the good in the bad and control the situation and push forward.
Yeah.
So that's all I am. That's all I'm doing at the moment.
Well, today, good luck on your battle.
It's one of those things where like today felt like a hard day, but really it's not. It's just myself battling myself in the mind, and there's a lot of stuff happening where it's just adding extra like stress, but really I shouldn't be stressing over. It's just human instinct to kind of stress over just well-being. But I'm okay. I'm here. I'm excited to be here, and this topic today is something that like we've been debating on to whether or not to talk about it, and we're honestly still battling ourselves to honestly share more personal stuff on this platform.
Right.
And sometimes we want to be honest and really real and raw with y'all. And at the same time, we also try our best to kind of, try not to kind of share too much because we're also human. We sometimes don't want to share too much. But this topic was one of those battling moment where we're kind of, oh, should we talk about, oh, should we do this? Should we talk about that? And maybe comes with like how people might view us. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes, because I think for myself, my mom, dad, my sister, sibling, this could be a sensitive topic for certain people. You know what I mean? And I don't know how they view me after I tell them that I did this experience, right?
And I don't think my parents
and
know
your parents
or my whole
know.
family don't know I've done it too.
So there you go. We're really coming out to the whole world, and it's pretty personal, y'all. So personal, but like to me, I don't think it's something that should not be told or should not shared.
And I don't think it's something we should be ashamed
about. Yeah. So, if anything, today we are talking about our ayahuasca experience and sharing ayahuasca, and just sharing, our experience, our what we went through, what we learned, what we got out of it, and grow from it too, and what it is actually too. By now, a lot of people are just seeing it as a commercialized thing, where you go to some fancy resort and experience it, and Hollywood have kind of done that in a way where it kind of killed the magic of it sometime, but it is still real and raw, and we went through it, and we just want to share our experience with it.
So if you've never heard of ayahuasca, imagine the Amazon jungle's ultimate truth serum. It's the ancient plant brew that's been used for centuries in sacred ceremonies to help people heal, let go of baggage, and sometimes see the universe in a way you can't put into words. It's not a party drug, it's more like a deep soul level therapy session with a side of visions, emotions, and maybe a little purging. Right?
The purging is actually part of the healing.
Yes. So,
yeah. So that's just a little background on what ayahuasca is.
In a very loose
very loose form, not too technical, but if anything, look it up, find some facts for yourself, and so on. But we'll start, how we even start our experience.
So, what was the main reason you decided?
But I'm happy, huh?
What was the main reason you decided to do ayahuasca in the first place?
Well, I read something about ayahuasca. I mean, during that time, I was heavily, not saying I'm not now too, but heavily, I was really finding myself in a different spiritual way of living and being. And I remember seeing this thing about ayahuasca to say, when you're ready, ayahuasca will find you, right? And when it happened, it will happen. It's not like you're out there searching for it. You know what I mean? It's something that really just happened when the right time happened. And I felt like during that time was our journey going through your MS health issues during that time. It was the early stage of that process where we were lost, trying to find answer, trying to find healing, and trying to find different ways to again just heal, right? I think that's one of the big important words that I want to keep saying too, is find healing, right? So I believe we were at maybe a dance event, I'm not exactly sure, but one of our dance friend approached us and kind of she knew about your situation, your MS issues, and then she had suggested to us about ayahuasca because there were a shaman that was in town, and they're already providing this service. And so we were like, whoa, we don't have to go to the Amazon, which is great, which we will still would have loved to experience, but at the same time, it was one of those things where we were like, oh, okay, it's in town. We are on this journey during that time for healing, for your MS, and maybe for myself too, as a secondary person dealing with MS too, right? So search for healing. That came up. Our friend suggested it, mentioned it about it happening. We somehow just kind of followed through with it, right? And we arrived in the front door of the house where the ceremony was happening.
Yeah.
That was a short little journey, but that's how we ended up there, right?
Yeah, well, I wanted to share my point of view.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just because that's how you it's from your side. But I had to look back and see when we did it. It was in 2017.
There you go.
So 2017, it was about a year after I was diagnosed. And that's when I was out telling people about my diagnosis. Right?
Oh, that's when you came out.
Yeah, I was diagnosed in
fresh.
2016, but then a year later, that's when
you finally came out about it.
And then during that time, with Western medicine, my doctor was telling me about all the drugs that was used to treat MS. It wasn't used to cure it, but these are treatments, disease-modifying therapies that people were using. And at that time, I was so scared of the medications. Like, I hear about all of the side effects and I was worried about it. So there was a year where I went without medication. I just wanted to treat everything holistically. I did like the medications a year or two and I didn't like it. And then so I dedicated a year of like trying to change my diet, change my mindset, trying to do holistic healing. And I think that's when we were approached, by our friend, and then it was brought up, and then we decided to do it. And then exactly how your story was.
And it happened.
And then it was a time like we're vegan for a while, and I don't know if it was like a trend during that time to do ayahuasca, or it's one of those things when you hear about it, then you start hearing more about it. I forgot what that
well, I honestly, when I remember hearing that saying when it said, when you're ready, ayahuasca will come and approach you for it. And I just felt like it was that moment where I felt like we were in search for healing, and it happened to be there, and literally we did it, right?
And we were approached.
But we were approached. But I guess I forgot what I was going to say.
And then at that time, I was trying to do anything to get better. I was open to doing anything, right? Any kind of crazy thing. I was like, okay, I'm going to try it and see if it works, because all I wanted to do was get rid of MS. So I think when we were approached to try ayahuasca, I was like, yes, I'll do it. I'll try it just to see if it would work on me.
And I guess my other thing I wanted to say on that, what you were talking to, was that ayahuasca itself is something that's been practiced many years and centuries now. And, it just so happened during that time it became a little bit more known and more popular. People were more opening to talk about it. And I feel like a lot of people went and did it and found a lot of healing for it. And people grew and learned from it. And so that's part of why the word of mouth came out more too, and search of what this experience was. So that was our journey getting to ayahuasca. To even doing it, right?
I think for me, I was hoping to be healed. I was hoping that this would somehow cure me in some way.
Wow. So that was your intent going into it. Well, I mean, I get it. We're there searching for healing. I guess for me, I was still kind of like skeptical, not skeptical about it, but more kind of like, I already know that it's not going to heal me fully, or whatever I have, but if anything, make me understand it and be open-minded to accept and grow with it, if anything. But I mean, I guess anyways, we'll go on to more of our experience, and there's people there too that did it with us. But what was the next thing? So that was how, and our reason how we even
was the reason
got a chance to do it. Really, we were on this journey of searching for healing for my Bubba.
And I don't know what was going through your mind before the ceremony, but I didn't know anybody that did ayahuasca. So I YouTubed it, and I saw a video of what the ceremony was like, and then was kind of nervous and scared to experience it.
Interesting. I think during that time, what was going through my mind, I was already kind of talking to a lot of my friends about ayahuasca. Like one of my friend from Kindred, we were already kind of like, oh shoot, what was your how could you experience it? Supposedly there's the resort or retreat that happened, so on. So going into it, I was kind of excited but also nervous, but leading up to it, everything for me, what was kind of shocking was it was really similar to a lot of my Hmong shaman healing rituals too. So I was pretty comfortable beside maybe drinking the ayahuasca itself, right? A lot of the healing, a lot of the chanting, and like the experience going into it was like, it was pretty normal to me because I experienced a lot of my own shaman healing through my Hmong people, and you experienced too, so you know how that is a little bit kind of. But maybe for me, I was a little more comfortable going to it. But like I feel like I guess going through my mind, I was kind of excited. I was actually really excited. I was excited just because it was an experience that finally approached itself to me and you. And be honest, I wouldn't never do this if you didn't do it, actually, thinking about it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, again, we're there for healing for you. And I remember even going to it and finally trying to find. Obviously, you're going there. You're supposed to go there with an intent, an intention of why you're there for, and what you're searching for, and what are you're looking for healing or something, right? You're supposed to go there for intention. And I remember I literally had to think of what am I there for very quick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When I remember the shaman had mentioned that to us, like, hey, think of your intentions, or what do you want to know? And I remember, I just remember, okay, I want to know this very quick, like, because I didn't know.
Oh, what did you want to know?
Oh, I wasn't sure if we want to go there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I was just really in the moment, going through it right in the beginning, if anything. Obviously, we went there. Should we talk about our entrance and everything?
Oh, yeah.
It was really, to me.
You know what's funny is that I journaled about this after I experienced it. So, and then I had to like review or just like read. Yeah, I had to read so I can like refresh my memory of because my memory is not that great. But then I'm surprised you like have really vivid memories of everything.
I actually know this too from my memory. I also know that we kind of like didn't eat a lot going to this. It was like a little small fast.
Yeah,
I think we did like a little small fast going to this because I remember
you had to do clean eating.
Yeah, do clean eating and have a little fasted state in order to go through this from my experience. So we went there kind of in the fasted state, slightly. Thank God we're already eating real clean. We're on the vegan diet, a lot of vegetable. So we did like a clean fast going to this and entering it. The funny thing that I entered the house, one of the helper was a dancer. He already knew who I was, and I was like shocked. I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, what's up?" You know, we already kind of chatted up. He already made me feel comfortable, and because of that, I kind of felt comfortable going inside the house. I didn't know what to expect yet. You know, like it was some random house. We don't know nobody in there. And then when we sat, and there's other people that was sitting there. Obviously, there's multiple other people was doing the ceremony with us. It was a lot of dancers. I noted. I know one of my friend. He was also doing it. I didn't know that he was going to be there. More like a dancer friend, right? Not like a close friend. But it was interesting because there was a lot of dancers there. Because maybe because our dancer friend recommended the ceremony, right? Anyways, so there was people there. Yeah,
too because it was in a house. Like I thought ayahuasca was like in a jungle somewhere. Or out in nature, but it was cool that it was in a house and we were safe where we were at. Doing it.
And they did a lot of saging, healing, like cleansing around the house before everyone came, and they did a lot of like spiritual protection just to make sure everyone felt comfortable. No bad mojo before the ceremony and everything. So I thought that was cool. Noticing that happening, I was kind of, I kind of looks. It's kind of like soul calling for me, for my people. You know what I mean? When we do soul calling, and honestly, like blessing. You know what I mean? Like calling for the blessing and so on. So I kind of noticed that kind of made me feel normal. And then also the shaman coming and talking, and we were there for the healing. It kind of started to remind me of our people ornaing. Like we started ornaing, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Without what do you call it? The ayahuasca drink, right? Or medicine. I wouldn't even call it drug, but I would say medicine.
Medicine tea.
Right? Medicine tea that we did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We're there. So we did actually. Okay. We also did sniffed.
So this is like the pre-rituals before giving the medicine tea. Yeah. And I'm not saying like we're experts at ayahuasca. Like we're just talking from our experience. And I'm sure lots of people have different experiences, but these are the things that we want to share that we went through. So the pre-ritual was to ground ourselves, right? Yeah. So they gave us like this tobacco thing to sniff?
I think it was like a sniff. It was like a smoke sniff. But I forgot what's called. I forgot what they call it now. I'm trying to. Darn it! I just thought about it right now because that's why I want to share it. But it's this tobacco thing where it was in a stick and they blow it into your nose, and then when that happened to me, I just completely was just like honestly was grounded. I didn't feel like I was like nervous or anything. I felt so present. I was just there. You know what I mean?
I felt that too.
Yeah.
Well, it kind of, when I did it, it felt like everyone always talks about grounding, like
Yeah.
you ground yourself. But then when I did that, it was like literally grounding. Like I felt like splat in my space and grounded to the floor in a way like I'm not gonna get up. This is my space, sacred space right now. And I never felt grounding in that way where I literally felt grounded.
I think it's called rape. I don't know. I'm just trying to look it out. Look it up.
I don't remember.
I forgot. But anyways, that happened in the pre-ritual before anything really we even do the medicine. But yeah, I totally feel grounded. I feel like whoever did.
So we did do our intentions first.
Yeah.
We talked to the shaman about our intentions and what we wanted.
Yes,
and then we did the grounding.
I feel so grounded. I was also getting kind of dizzy too.
Yeah.
I remember myself doing that, and then I was just like, whoa! I was just so present. I felt like I was just there. Felt like a heavy amount of gravity pulling me down, just sitting down.
Yeah.
I felt like that, like as if the gravity chamber just sucked you and you just sat there. I felt that. And
yeah,
then,
I felt that too.
Yeah, and I just started noticing that I started smelling more of the sage that was being burned around.
Mm-hmm.
And that started getting me kind of nauseated. And even till this day, when I smell sage, I could still smell that smell in that moment of transition. And I'll talk more about that smell later. But yeah, so that's what was happening. We talked about our tension, and like I said, I didn't know what we were. Again, I didn't even think about my intention really until up to that moment when the shaman asked us. And you had your intention, obviously.
Yeah, my intention was, how do I heal myself?
Yeah.
How do I heal my condition?
Yeah, for me,
to find healing.
Yeah, for me, I was this is like a moment for me to kind of find some cheat code in life.
Oh, I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, I was like, oh shoot, I guess this is a chance for me to find some cheat codes and like learn, like expedite some life thing, right? And so, one of I came with 3. One was what was the meaning of life for a human being? Why we are here? What we're meant to be, right? What are we meant to do and be, right? The second one was like, okay, I want to know something about dance, right? I was like, what can I do to be better in dance, right? And that was one, and the last one was what do I need to do or what do I need to know or do in order to be better, pretty much, as a human being, dancer, son, brother, uncle, and so on. So it's just about life. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna keep those 3. That was my intention going into this, and that was before. Okay, that was the intention, and that was before we even drank the ayahuasca.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And then we drank the ayahuasca.
Okay, so ceremony continued happening, and then it was the time of drinking the ayahuasca now. So the shaman had asked everyone one at a time, right? Pretty much to go up and approach and drink the ayahuasca that they already brew. And everyone, I remember he mentioned that, hey, everyone, try your best to not throw up within 20 minutes because you want the medicine to work.
Yeah.
Right. So 20 minutes, right? And then everyone went up and had their first drink, right?
Yep.
To me, it just tastes like tea. Like really, for me, it tastes like Hmong tea, like Hmong barky tea, lots of earthy taste in it. It was really dark. I remember. It was already kind of dark during the time we did it. So evening time, early sun setting. And then we took that first one, and I remember the shaman say, keep it in for the first 20 minutes, try not to throw up, right?
Yeah.
And then we all sat down. Some people was already throwing up.
Yeah, and it was dark. I remember it being pitch dark.
It was dark.
And in my perspective, after we drank the tea, right, everyone's sitting in their space. It's dark, it's quiet, and to me, it felt like it's like a roller coaster. Like you're going up, and you're waiting for the drop, right? Where all craziness happens. So that's what I felt like. Everyone's just sitting, waiting, holding it in. And of course, you're like when it's dark, your other senses are heightened, right? So I'm listening to see, trying to picture what's going on because you can't see
I
anything,
know. I
right?
just brought back memory because you just start hearing people going. "Ugh,
Yeah, or
ugh."
like gagging.
I just remember that now.
And then you were right next to me too,
Uh-huh.
so I remember just being safe with you there.
Uh-huh.
But I felt like everyone was just waiting for
Yeah.
the first person to throw up, and then everyone starts throwing up. But that's what I remember from my perspective.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. You're right about that. Let's just say that happened. Everyone drank 380. People were just waiting and kicked in. I feel like everyone had their moments. A lot of people, some people are crying and they're having their own moment. Again, there's some dancer, not a lot of people. There, a lot of people. They're just random people too. Um, yeah. So at least for me, the first thing that I felt was the answers to my first intent, which is why are we meant to, what are we meant to do and be, right? Human being, right? And then it was super easy. I just saw some purple thing and purple light, and it was just kind of gave me this warm feeling of love. And I was just like, oh, that's the answer. It was just literally ayahuasca was just straight to telling me, hey, it's more simpler than what you guys think it is. No, human beings are meant to be here just to really love and express love and guide with love, lead with love, right? And I was like, oh, that's so simple, right? And I just kind of like, I wasn't even super hallucinating or anything yet during that time. I just felt that, and I just I just got that as an answer, and I was, oh, that's what it was telling me in terms of what my intent was during that time, right? My first intent was that, and I was like, oh, cool. I was kind of like, oh, okay. It was really quick. Like, it was really in the beginning of my uh, uh, past 20 minutes, the 20-minute mark.
Did
Obviously.
you get those answers before you threw up, or
Yeah,
after
before I
you-
threw it.
Oh,
Before I
oh,
threw
okay.
it. Yeah, before I threw it. Yeah, it was really in the beginning. I was like, oh, okay. That was when I knew I was in it. I was like, oh, okay, I'm in it now. I was like, okay, I got it. I'm in the experience of my journey of this healing process that we're doing, which is ayahuasca. And I remember looking at you, and I just double checked. You were next to me, so I always kind of touch you and just double check, and you looked like you were okay. So I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
I guess everyone's okay right now. But I kept, honestly, I remember I kept looking at you just to make sure I'm okay and feel safe too, and you seemed to
Yeah.
be okay. So
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna just keep pushing on, right? Yeah. And then all of a sudden, music. Once we kind of trans into our that 20 beyond that 20-minute mark, I believe the shaman and the helper just started playing music. It was like live drums, little small tap, and a lot of music that for me I feel like it was perfect for the moment. And I remember when the music started going, I just remember people, the person right across from us got up and started moving. You know what I mean? It was a person that I know that person don't dance because I'm not saying the person dancing wasn't a great dancer. I'm just saying I could tell because he wasn't a dancer. but it was just interesting that that happened right off the bat, and then that started happening, right? And then I just started paying attention to the music with the people with how I felt, and then during that time I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to my second intent, right?
What was
But
your second intent?
my second intent was just like, how can I be a better dancer? You know what I mean? Since I'm there, I might as well try and find some shortcut or some secret for me. And then I started listening to the music, and then started hearing the drum, and I started hearing the drum like boom, 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 right? Because they were playing it like a drum, boom, 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 and I was like, oh, that drum is definitely just leading like a lot of moments right now. Right? I started paying attention to it, and then I started noticing some other moments in the music they were playing, and I was, oh, okay, I get it. And I started watching the person dancing, and then that was when I was like, okay, yeah, practice understanding music, understanding musicality, understanding this to be better in terms of me as a dancer, right? And so I was like, oh, okay. And I started hearing the drum, so I realized, okay, the drum is a leading instrument and everything that play within music sometimes, right? It kind of carry the rhythm and the pace of whatever song that's playing. So I don't know. That kind of just taught me something about music and how I could apply that to my art form.
Oh.
So that was my
Did it make
second
you want to
intent.
dance though?
It did. I thought about getting up and dance, right? But
Uh-huh.
I honestly didn't. Was so into that moment of music, I kind of just wanted to kind of keep learning and hearing it, and then going into that element of understanding music and hearing it in that way. But in my mind, I honestly was kind of like moving and dancing a little bit, And then I remember looking at you, and you were having your own moment, and I was, oh,
Yeah.
okay. And then that was my second part of my ayahuasca journey.
I think for
Yeah.
me, when I felt like everyone, so when we say when people were throwing up, when you hear ayahuasca, you think about like throwing up. People are like purging
Yeah.
the toxins, the negative doubts, things
Yeah.
out, right? To cleanse your body in a way. And so when it started happening, I heard other people throwing up, and I felt like I was holding it in. I feel like that's my personality, is like holding a lot of stuff in and taking in a lot of stuff. And I felt that's what I was like waiting for my moment to throw up. Like I'm ready to get to that point.
Yeah.
And then when I was ready, I threw up, and I didn't throw up a lot, which was surprising. I thought I would be like projectile kind of thing, but I didn't. And I felt, and then the other, the not the shaman, but the other helpers came to talk to me, asked if I was okay, like what kind of stuff was going through my head, or like what I needed, or like kind of checking in with me, right? And I felt safe in that time, because I'm sure I'm gonna start feeling a bunch of things after. So I felt great that she confronted me and like made me feel a little bit safer.
There was like two helpers.
Yeah.
It was a female helper and a male helper.
Yeah, and our friend told them about my condition too, so they were really sensitive about that also, which I appreciated. And then she let me like experience it. So I did see your friend dancing also, and it felt very emotional for me, because as a dancer going through MS and trying to find answers of what my purpose is, I during that part of the night, I told you, like I felt the dancing spirit. It was like the dancing spirit was there, and in my eyes I felt like it was a reflection of me. I mean, I wasn't breaking or anything, but like I felt the connection of a dancing spirit that was there, and I loved it. I got emotional. I got a little teary-eyed.
It was interesting because I felt like we all experienced it differently. You know, that person got up and started dancing. You started seeing the spirit, understand that there was the dance spirit there. I would start understanding musicality with dance and my own journey with what dance is, right?
Yeah.
I definitely did feel like there was a present of dance and joy. You know, at that moment, you know. And after talking to you about it, reflecting, we talked about it. I heard your side of it in terms of like you started understanding and experiencing that dance spirit.
Yeah.
You know, I guess, did you get anything out from that in terms of like, did you?
From what I remember.
No, from your experience. Did it give you like, okay, it's okay to understand that like dance will always be there no matter what, even if you don't dance no more. You know?
Not in those words, but I did feel connected to it. I think maybe during that time I felt lost from it. So maybe it was like the connection of like it's still there type of feeling.
Okay.
From what I remember.
Okay.
But it wasn't like sad. It was a little bit hopeful, and yeah, it wasn't a sad, depressing feeling. It was happy and hopeful kind of feeling.
That's good. Maybe it was just to kind of tell you that like it's okay, you know what I mean? If you dance or don't dance.
Yeah.
At least for me, if I had to dissect that moment with you and me and that person dancing.
But it felt like celebration. I think that was the word that comes to my mind when I felt that spirit or experienced it. It felt like celebration. It wasn't like my dancing spirit is dying. It was like, it was joyful in a way.
I like that. We're kind of just going through this experience with all of you around. We haven't really even dissect detailedly in terms of some question here.
How many years ago? It was like 8 years ago.
Was it 8 years?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Since
8 years ago.
Talked about it.
But to me, it's still so vivid to me. Like I still could feel it, you know?
Yeah.
But anyway, so that happened, right? So I guess that was the part that did you have a moment that felt like pure joy and peace and love? for
Yeah,
you?
that was it.
That was it, right?
Yeah.
For me, with the love part was the first part, the answer to one of my intention.
Yeah.
Was just that I did feel warm, like, okay, this is what love is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
I did love the music. I did love the music that they were playing.
Drums, they have,
percussion.
like,
it wasn't like
percussion,
there wasn't any
they have
vocals,
flute,
right?
no
it
vocal,
was
just
more
flute to,
instruments.
live, like, I guess, like, not like jazzy vibe, but more like tribal.
Yeah, tribal,
earthy,
like
flute,
your,
tribal.
Yeah, it was like very. You could
peaceful,
feel it in your heart.
feel it.
Yeah,
It
like
kinda,
a heartbeat.
I feel like the music kind of guide you through this process of ayahuasca, the journey of the experience, right? I guess I was gonna say trip, but really, it's really the experience of ayahuasca. The music did really help. I feel like without the music, I feel like it would have made you listen to other people tripping, and probably would have made you trip negatively, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
But I feel like the music calmed you down, keep you on a steady pace. I feel like the drum was something that really guided everyone neutrally. And whether you go, and it kind of allow everyone to go deeply within themselves. Because even you were right next to me, I feel like I was in my own world.
Yeah, it feels like it takes you to a different dimension, right?
Yeah.
It's all of it. Your sight, your hearing, your taste, your feelings, like everything is like taking you to a different dimension.
Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting 'cause for me, like right when it happened, it just happened so fast. Not fast, but I'm talking about in terms of my experience and all my intention, right? So leading up to that moment, the first two answer was already first it was given to me, and then I was waiting for my third one. My third one was like, how could I be a better person in general, right? Like in that side of my life now, right? Because I was talking about human being, right? What are human? I was trying to get a secret about human being, and I was trying to get a secret about dance, right? And then I was trying to get a secret about myself, my human being, right? So I was like, what is it, right? And it was not coming. Like it was not giving me no answer, but just trying to. I was just there sitting and just enjoying the moment, right? At least for me, right? I was enjoying the moment and just kind of listening to the people. You know, I mean, you threw up. Some people threw up already, and then we were there for at least like an hour or so already.
I don't know.
I think
the timing.
I don't know the timing too. We lost already. There was no. I don't remember the time from there on. Like it was just like. I don't know. We're just in a moment. But anyway, that led to the second moment where the shaman say, does anyone else want to come and have a second drink of ayahuasca? And you obviously was okay.
I didn't, yeah.
Danga didn't want it. And I was like, okay, I think I might need this because I don't feel nothing, right? I don't feel nothing anymore.
You're like so coming down.
I was like, let's go, let's do this. I want a second one. Let's go deeper, right? Maybe that's part of what I need, right? Because again, I didn't purge or throw up yet. I was still pretty present. And my dancer's friend, he also wanted it, so we both went up there. There was a few of us that had our second drink. Had our second drink, came back, sat, and that was when the first intense moment of that journey happened for me. At least it was the second time. We're not even answering the question, but we're really
okay. Just
we're
talk
really
about this.
we're really
the
just
journey.
we're really just answering
journey.
all the talking about the journey and really answering about that. But that was part of the most intense moment of the experience for me, because after that second drink, I was sitting there for a while. And I felt like it was like 20 mark again. After that 20-minute mark of just having that settle in, was when I started going to my third intention of trying to figure out what I need or to do in order to be a better person, right? Or grow. And then I started getting really, really ill. I started feeling really sick. I felt like I would start getting feverish, you know what I mean, and sweating, and then like my mouth started watering, right? And it's almost like that moment where you're gonna throw up. Before you throw up, your mouth tend to water a lot, because I feel like maybe that's the mechanism for you're getting your mouth ready to project whatever you got to go.
Yeah. And
so I was like, no, I don't want to throw up yet. Like, what is going on here? Like, what is this experience? I was feverish, but I just gave up. I was just like, forget it. I was not in pain, right? I don't think I want to say it was painful. It was just not a good experience.
Oh,
you know
really?
what I mean? Like, cause I was kind of feverish, and then I was kind of like, what is this thing now? Like, I feel like I want to throw up now, right?
Yeah.
I feel like that, right? And I remember saying that to myself, and I remember I feel like if anything, the ayahuasca was just like, just let it go. You know what I mean? Like, just let it go. You know what I mean? And I was like, what? And then um I think during the time with the helper, the male helper, I already kind of noticed that I was gonna throw up. Probably, I don't know. But anyways, it was so intense. He came back and it was a bucket for out of nowhere, and I just threw up. It was just like purging, boo. You know what I mean? Everything came out. But when I was throwing up, there was like so much words that came out that was really negative. It was like, you know what I mean? Really bad words that was coming out when I was throwing up, like insecure, blah, 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 fear, boom, disbelief, blah, 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 blah. And all those negative words that was coming out came out, and then I didn't even see the throw up. Well, I kind of saw the throw up, but I didn't see. It was just like words, and then all of a sudden I had like this open part in my chest, like as it was like a wound that was open. And it was like in a movie where, you know, when a wound opened, there was like light, right? And then like I need to close it somehow. I was like, how am I gonna close that, right? All of a sudden the word just flew out and came and into me, like, and it was like believe. The word said believe, and then flew in and just kind of like closed, like kind of disappeared. And I was like, whoa. And I felt so good after that throw up. I was like the best throw up in my entire life. I'm not gonna lie, best throw up in my entire life. I was like, what is this? What I'm feeling, right? But I did notice the word believe, and I felt, oh, that's what the answer was to my third intention, which is like what I need to do, or what is it that I need to you know what I mean, learn about myself to be a better person, or like just, you know, be a better son, uncle, or anything. And I was like, oh, believe. And I was like, okay, believe in myself, believe in everyone else, and believe in what I'm doing, believing, you know, because everything does start with a person believing in you, and you believing in something in order for it to happen and to grow and prosper. So I was like, oh, okay, I get it. So that was one lesson that I learned, the last lesson I learned, that my intention. And that was my purging experience. Like, I just threw up all those words that came out, and then the helper came up to me, and he was like, impact. He knew who I was in impact. Man, whatever you just released, man, just know that it doesn't serve you no more. And I was like, oh, okay, thank you. Like, you know, and I was like, it made me affirm to me that I was like, I'm okay. And after that, it was just like me just having a great time.
Enjoying.
And it was I would say the euphoria experience, right?
Yeah.
Where I just enjoyed the music. I felt great. We were just there kicking it. That led to other healing. Like, there was a male and female healing experience where the shaman had everyone go up, and they did a blessing and a healing on everyone. So to me, I was like, that reminded me of our Hmong people, but with Danga. This is like that same thing experience where people sit down on the chair and the shaman bless you, heal you.
Yeah, that is like it. Yeah.
So
for my experience, they had all the females come up and sit, and I do remember like feeling splats of water, right?
Yeah.
And then like
the feather,
like a plant, like a feather.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm in the jungle right now. Or I felt like this was the ayahuasca experience. Like, I felt connected to the female energy. And then I remember him saying, he asked if I wanted to have babies. I don't know. During that time. And then I was like, I don't know. I was like, maybe later. But that was something I wrote down in my journal that I was like, oh, he did do that. But I did, was really in
like
touch.
he did some healing there, right?
Yeah. And
I remember that too.
Remembering, just feeling the female energy and feeling like, oh, I feel like I'm in the jungle right now. I'm like transported into the jungle. This is the ayahuasca tree, like healing me right now.
Yeah.
That's what I felt like.
And don't get me wrong, okay? Like, this whole thing was happening.
Yeah.
Right? This whole experience was happening. There were some kids running around. Or am I tripping? Do you
I
remember
don't
that?
know.
Okay.
Oh.
There were some kids there. Like
I didn't pay attention
looked
to
like
that
the mom had like a kid in her hand. Sometimes she was walking by. I was like, oh, they had kid. And there was like kids running around. So in my head, I was like, oh, you kind of remind me of
your family,
my family.
Right?
Like when we were name, right? Like when we did our shaman healing, our blessing, kids are just around having fun, just walking around when it's happening. So to me, I just felt so like, okay, this is something I know already.
Yeah.
It's a true healing experience that's happening at the moment. So yeah, so they did the female healing, they did the guy healing, and then throughout the night, the experience was just great music and live music. And there was a moment where they transitioned to electronic music now. They were just playing music on their phone or whatever it was because
Yeah.
they got tired too.
Yeah.
And I know we got to remember that I think for what I understand the shaman they were also drinking the ayahuasca with us too.
Yeah.
So they were not they were in the experience with us.
And then I don't even know how long it was, but it was already the sun was like
Sunrise already.
coming up,
Yeah.
right? So it's probably all night.
Yeah.
And then I think about like how your sister does
The shaman,
Waning,
yeah.
and she can go
Go
for
for
hours,
3
and
hours
it's like, oh my
plus.
gosh, how do they have so much energy to get you through all of that? But
Okay, I just remember there was a moment where I kind of fell asleep and I woke back up and I kind of double checked on everyone. It was already daytime. It was really like already dusk, like not dusk. What do you call it? The sun coming up. Yeah, it was already almost morning time. You could tell the light is coming up. And I remember glancing. I remember seeing the shaman guy. He was just there, sleeping on his chair like this, like.
yeah,
And I was like, oh wow, he's still there. You know,
Yeah.
he never left anyone. He was just there sleeping. He literally slept right there with where everyone was doing the ayahuasca experience. From my memory, that was one last moment where I kind of woke up and a glance, and I kind of
Yeah.
went back to sleep. But
I don't remember sleeping. I remember just trying to stay awake as much as I could to keep experiencing all the feelings because I felt so happy,
Yeah.
like the celebration part and the joyous part and the
Yeah.
euphoric part.
yeah,
After, like, you just want to just keep it for as long as you can.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're right
But then
about that.
even after, like, we were like in so much bliss. I remember I forgot where we went after. We went to go eat, or
we went to Hua Sen to eat.
yeah, and then I was like,
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
Yeah,
We're,
it was
like, both
but
so happy.
before we even did that, when everyone left, everyone woke up. They gave us some fresh fruits, like a little breakfast, light breakfast, to kind of just was there, and the shaman even asked everyone to kind of like if everyone want to share their journey.
Oh yeah.
You remember some people
Yeah.
went deep. Like this person went and spoke to their mom.
Yeah.
This guy next to me who was completely quiet.
Yeah.
He was not like physically doing anything or throwing up. He was having some really dark moment,
Dark
deeply
experience,
intense
yeah.
moment where I didn't even know that was happening with him.
Yeah.
Right. So in my head, I was like, oh, okay. So everyone obviously have their own thing that they came here for. You
Yeah.
know. So it was interesting, and I appreciate that there was that moment of just kind of trying to share each other's experience to kind of see where we all went through together
Yeah.
as well.
And then it reminds me of your family too, when your sister like tells everybody about her experience.
Yeah. Right after she
I'm like,
finished
I'm
it,
just
yeah.
connecting it now because
or what she found that
Yeah.
you might need help
Uh-huh.
with. Yeah.
So I think that's interesting because that
Like a debrief.
yeah, I don't remember that your family's type of ceremonies during that time.
Yeah.
But
Now
the
I'm thinking
longer
about it.
now I am like connecting and like, oh,
Yeah.
it's like very similar. Everything except the medicine,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. No, I hear you. Which is like I
Would
said,
you
like,
guys ever try to incorporate medicine?
I don't know.
into
I don't think so.
wanting-
I think our way of healing is totally different. You know.
Okay.
I feel like our people and the way things are healing is different, totally different.
Yeah.
But you never know.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
interesting. What's the biggest change you've noticed in yourself since that night?
Biggest change. I'm already a pretty humble person. You know, I think I'm a pretty humble person. I don't. I like to just carry myself as a regular human being and so on. But it really made me even more humble, where I'm like more a humble person, right? Like I guess there's this thing they call ego death. I'm assuming ego death is when you kind of just destroy your ego a little bit to kind of. Am I tripping? Am I saying that the right?
I don't know.
definition?
I've
Okay,
never
I know
heard
what.
of that term.
That's why I think. You know what? After it, I just felt like I was more in control of my ego, and I wasn't. To me, I think the ego is great. You know what I mean? It's there to protect you and it's there to kind of help you be strong, because I use my ego in battles. You know what I mean? And so I feel like it made me not softer. I would say I don't want to use that. It's not the right word, but more just chill. You know, I mean, I think I'm a more relaxed person now. I feel like that experience kind of gave me that believing moment where it was really healing. I would say, like, if anything, that was part of the most healing experience I had for myself during that process, was when I threw up. I purged.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think I'm a more chill person. What do you think? Do you think that?
That you're a more chill person?
Yeah, I feel like okay, we went to now thinking about it, we went through this process for really. I really went there because I want to find healing for you, right? And I feel like it kind of made me more, kind of prepare me for those journey that I went with you.
Yeah.
You know me, where we were in the hospital for months. It kind of prepared myself to just kind of believe in situation that's going on, and I feel like I think that's part of what it kind of helped me. My healing was really just to kind of make sure I was okay, honestly, to be able to live life with you
Yeah.
too. Now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, that's interesting.
I think for me, after that experience, I felt like there was something bigger than what I knew in life. Like there was a spiritual side that I had no idea existed, really. And I felt like there was more for me to learn. And I knew, I mean, this was only one ayahuasca journey. I feel like if I do it more, like
Yeah.
maybe
More
it'll become
healing.
more clear.
Yeah.
And then I think it definitely healed something in my soul for sure.
Yeah.
And then I think of like healing in a way like the placebo effect. I don't know if you've heard about that.
Yeah, I know.
When
I hear you.
people are given a medicine and other people given a fake
Yep.
one, but they believe the medicine.
The belief.
So and then they heal, right? So I feel like our mind is so powerful that if we know how to utilize it, that could be the healing. And then I remembered what my answer to like how do I heal? That was my intention. And then or how do I get better? And then my answer from that experience was I had to heal myself before I can heal others. I think I was trying to find my purpose, right? And like going on a journey to try to figure out how to heal myself would be the answer to help heal others from what I experienced. But I really felt it was definitely eye-opening and mind soul opening to other different possibilities.
I guess I just want to share the ego death definition.
Okay.
Ego death aims to transcend the limited sense of self or ego. Pretty much destroying ego. Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell ego death, the death of your
Always
ego.
a sense of self,
Yeah.
a sense too. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, I actually think you going through that experience with you. I feel like you are a stronger person. You coming out from it, so
Yeah.
you're already a strong person. But I feel like there's something that you went through where you're able to release more of anything that you go through now more. More
Yeah.
easily. It's just how you were talking about. You want to hold it in earlier, the
Yeah.
ayahuasca, not throwing it up when you probably should have. You know?
Yeah. I did.
So I noticed that. Yeah. Okay. How about this? If you could tell your pre-ceremony self one thing, what would it be? Pre-ceremony. So the rest before we drink the ayahuasca, or when we go in there.
I would, I don't know. I would say to stay positive, but I would say just stay true to yourself. I mean, like I always want to have a positive experience. You know, when you go in there,
Yeah.
I feel like it elevates whatever mindset you're at, and you want to stay positive all the time. But if there's something you need to heal, maybe you need to confront it and address it to like heal it. I don't know if I would I would just say just be present.
Be present. That's pretty good. I like that. I'll probably tell myself, hey man, have 10 and 10 going through
10 intentions.
have a 10 intention, like trying to find out everything. But I feel like 3 was perfect for that experience. Just enough for me to not be too chaotic for
Yeah.
that experience.
In one
Because
sitting, I don't.
from
I
my
think it's too much
understanding,
for
from
one
my
sitting.
understanding, ayahuasca, or the healing process and the ceremony happens not just one time. It happens 3 to 4 times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
While you're there, meaning you do one night, the next night you do one night, third night you do another night. You know what I mean? So this was just one of those special occasion and moment where we were able to experience it within the city of Los Angeles, randomly in someone's house, and it was pretty
It
precious.
was all the stars aligned, and it was
Yeah.
perfect timing.
Yeah. So would you do this again, Bubs?
And
Or
what would I do?
Would you do it differently?
Yes, I would do it again. And what I would do differently is I would take the second serving. That's what I would do. I'm ready.
I love that. I love that one there. I'll take the second one.
What would you do different? Would you do it again?
I would do it again. I definitely would do it again. I definitely would be more prepared with my intentions, and I feel like everything else was perfect in terms of like being present and just being there, doing it. Maybe it's just going in with more intention and purpose. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And I will take the second one too.
Yeah.
Maybe a third. I don't know.
No, not a
But
third.
but it was a great experience for sure. Well, that's our ayahuasca experience, guys. I guess our Hmongipino question of the day is pretty much is have you done ayahuasca? And if you have, let us know what your experience are, or if you haven't, would you do ayahuasca?
Yeah, let
Yeah.
us know.
For me, from our experience, I will say it was a healing experience, and this journey of this medicine that we gone through trying is definitely something that we found for many type of healing. I feel like you found some healing. I found
Yeah.
I didn't expect to find some healing, but I did find some healing for myself, and I got to know who I am more, and so.
And also
I'm
thank you
thankful.
to our friends that help introduce us and
Yes.
help
Thank
with
you.
the ceremony.
I don't want to say your name because I don't
know,
want to.
yeah.
I want to help. Just remain. Just help keep it. What do you call it? What's the word?
Unanimous.
Unanimous, but yeah.
Anonymous.
Anonymous. But yeah, we want to keep anonymous.
Anonymous.
We just want to thank you so much, and then thank the people, the shaman, whoever helped us go through that experience. And
Yeah, just
this is something pretty personal we're sharing right now. It's going to be public, and I feel happy. I feel really confident that what we share hopefully help you. I hope you find something out of it that could help you in your life and find some healing. If not, let us know. Anything else?
no, just yeah. Well, just because I know there's gonna be a lot of opinions about this topic, but
Yeah.
for those that can find some relatability in it and just stay open-minded to like other possibilities of healing, if you're
Yeah.
looking for, if someone with MS is looking for another not option, but like another type of healing, like maybe consider this in some way, or just be open-minded to other
Be
stuff.
open-minded.
Yeah.
I feel like there's many healing wherever you search for healing. So, yeah, thank you
It'll
guys.
find you if
Yeah,
you're.
it will find you. It will find you if you're here right now and listen to our podcast. Maybe you're actually naturally calling for it, or you need help somehow, some way. So, thank you guys. This is pretty a personal topic. We're definitely gonna keep sharing maybe some more personal topic to kind of like honestly just be honest with you guys and share and grow. So we love you guys. We're Hmongipino. We're out. Peace, y'all.
Bye.